You're making it like another episode. It's flowing from one to the next. You're gonna have to get down now. I can't do anything with you in my hands. Hey guys, it's Kaz here, aka Cats and Camera, and today I'm doing my April overview. This was previously known as April favourites. Everyone does favourites videos, but I felt like with favourites videos, it's like, this was my favourite book, this was my favourite show, this was my favourite this. And I just want to kind of do an overview of the whole month. First of all, let me just mention real quick this adorable little glass jar that I got to put my chalk in for my chalkboards. You've all seen the chalkboard in every video, either me writing on it or as the thumbnail. And I had all this chalk in these little cardboard boxes from years ago, and they would just fall everywhere. So I picked up this jar. It's meant to be for drinking, that's why it's got a straw hole in it, but unless the pieces are this big, whenever I write with it, it always snaps. So perfect size, and also a perfect sized glass to put them in. So if you watched my wrap up video, which should have been up a few days ago, then you would have seen everything that I read, and you would have seen that I had a pretty good reading month in terms of liking everything that I read. Link that video below if you want to check it out. But I would probably put Passenger as something that I really enjoyed to put in my overview, because number one, Andrew Smith. I need everybody to read his work other than Winger and Standoff, because it's great, and this one is no exception. And I said in my last video as well that I'm really sad that I've only got one book left of his that I haven't read yet, and then I would have read them all. But I'm also glad about that, because it means I can do a proper video about Andrew Smith's books and have read them all, so I'd know how to categorise them and stuff. But this I really enjoyed. I like the way it looks, and obviously I like the content as well. I won't go into too much about what it's about. Again, I'll link my video below with my wrap up and you'll be able to see it in there. I like the weirdness of Andrew Smith. But I also read these in April, a couple of volumes of Chew and The Foxhole Court, which is self-published first book in a series. And again, watch my video below to see more of what I thought about them and what they're about, but I really enjoyed these as well. So also in April I started reading Check Please, which is an online comic series on Tumblr. I will leave the link below so you can go and check it out as well. But it's really just a nice, fun, sort of cute comic. It's about this kid who's going to school, well, not kid, he's a teenager. It's about this teenager that's going into sort of university age college, because it's American, and he wants to be part of the hockey group. It's basically written like a vlog, so he's talking to the camera and then it shows you clips, but obviously drawing of clips. I'm describing this horrifically. It's basically drawn out as if he's talking to a camera and explaining stuff that goes on in his day. I'm nearly caught up to date with it now. I binged read loads of it, but then I kind of left a little bit and didn't come back to it for a while because I don't want it to be over and have to wait for ages. So stuff that I've been watching, I started watching Rita, which is, I do believe, Danish. I'll correct it here if that's wrong, but I think it's Danish sort of drama TV show set in a school. The main character is Rita and she's a teacher, and it's just sort of a day-to-day life, but it's really enjoyable. I think I've watched the whole of the first series and I started the second series, but I like it. It's got some humour in it as well, and it's about her and her children and all their lives, but I feel like I'm not describing it well at all. If I can find some sort of trailer or something, I'll put that below as well. Again, it's Danish, so it's got English subtitles, and this is on Netflix. Yeah, it's on Netflix, so if you're in the UK, it's definitely on there. I don't know about other countries, but you should definitely check it out. And the school in it is amazing. It just looks so cool. I wish my school was that cool when I was growing up. Seriously, they have beanbags and everything. It's amazing. You should check it out. And also, I'm rewatching Nowhere Boys. I love Nowhere Boys so much. I'm such Nowhere Boys trash, and it's literally just a kids program. It's this Australian kids program, but I love it so much. And I watched it a few years ago, and for some reason, I think I was watching something else or doing something or reading something, I can't remember, but something clicked in my head like, oh, that reminds me of Nowhere Boys, and then I was like, I need to watch Nowhere Boys again. Basically, it's about these 4 main characters, Jake, Andy, Felix and Sam, and the first episode they go on this school trip into the outback and they have to like orienteer, but something happens and they get lost, and when they finally manage to make their way back to their town they live in, no one can remember who they are. It's like they don't even exist, and a lot of different things have happened because of that. And yeah, it's just basically them trying to figure out what happened and why, and it's awesome. It's probably lame, but at the same time it's amazing. I love it so much. And I think there's only 2 seasons. Yeah, there was only 2 seasons in the movie. I 100% recommend the seasons. The movie, if you really enjoyed the seasons, then watch the movie because it's more of the same. But at the same time, I took the movie with a pinch of salt anyway, because I felt like all of the development through the characters through the first 2 seasons, they kind of like completely disregarded that for the movie. It felt like the sort of characters that were right at the beginning of it. Anyway, I'm talking about something that you probably never heard of. So I know I'm really late on this bandwagon, but in April I started listening to Melanie Martinez. Just someone I had heard about in the past. I'd seen pictures of her, I know the whole 2-colour hair thing. I saw people rave about her, but I never checked out any of her music. And I think I was just on YouTube randomly and it might have been in the suggested thing, so I checked some of them out and I really enjoyed it, so I've just been listening to Melanie Martinez loads in April. My favourite songs are Dollhouse, which is too obvious because it's like the main song, and I also love Pacify Her. There's just something about the way that that song sounds, I just really enjoy it. And also Tag You're It, I love that, it's just got this real creepy vibe. And I love the concept of how she makes all of the videos sort of interconnect and entwine, and the fact that it's about a character. I just think that's really cool. Also, of course, Shawn Mendes brought a new song out. There's Nothing Holding Me Back, and I love that. I love everything that Shawn Mendes does. He's just amazing. I was about to say I could listen to his album constantly, but like that's literally all I listen to all the time anyway. So that's not something that is hypothetical, that is a fact. Like, Illuminate, I'm just all over that all the time. But There's Nothing Holding Me Back is just classic, quintessential Shawn Mendes, and I love it. It's just, he can't make a bad song. I think it's impossible. So in April I photographed 3 gigs. I photographed Attila with The Word Alive and Carter City supporting. I photographed Hell Yeah with Raven Eye and Headpiece supporting. And I photographed Counterfeit, which I'm sure anybody that likes the Mortal Instruments will know is fronted by Jamie Campbell-Bower, who played Jace in the film version. And the support there was Foe and Tigress. But yeah, my favourite was definitely Hell Yeah. Not even because of the music, but because I went with my sister, which was amazing and so nostalgic. I haven't been to a gig with her for like over 10 years, but the frontman of Hell Yeah used to be in Mudvayne and she's obsessed with them, so she came with me and it was really awesome. Last but not least, I went to MCon, which was a Comic-Con in Nottingham. Honestly, I was a little bit disappointed. I know a lot of people like this sort of stuff, but there was just too much random crap for me. I wanted to go there to buy comics, and specifically trade paperback comics. So it was a big venue, but almost every single stall just sold like random crap. So it was selling random t-shirts and toys, or there'd be stalls just dedicated to Doctor Who junk, or just dedicated to some other thing, or there was the vinyl pop figure things. There was just a lot of random stuff that I don't care about. A lot of people probably absolutely enjoyed it and loved it because of that, but in the whole place there was literally about 5 stalls that even sold comics, and of those 5 there was only about 3 that sold trade paperbacks. There's also just a few little things, like there wasn't signage anywhere for the toilets, and also it was advertised that there was going to be a zombie cage, and I thought that sounded amazing. But for the first like half an hour or to an hour, or I'm not sure how long anyway, there was like literally just a metal barrier and there was nobody behind it. And then when there were people behind it, there was literally 3 zombies and 1 dude dressed like Shaun of the Dead. And I was expecting like 20 zombies behind a cage. That would have looked amazing. But it was really underwhelming. To the point where I actually took my camera because I was going to do a vlog, like a vlog day going to the MCon and checking all the stuff out. But I just had it in my bag the whole day, and the only thing it was doing is making my bag heavy. Even so, I did find some things to buy. Picked up 6 trade paperbacks and a manga. And if you want to find out what they were, then I'll link my haul video below. All of those graphic novels were all just on one stall that sold like random bric-a-brac, and then they had a stack of trade paperbacks as well, which are 3 for £10. And all the other places, I say all, like the other 2 stalls that sold trade paperback comics, they were all like full price. And I'm not about that. I'm not about going to a Comic-Con to play full price. I want to find some bargains. It's a good job this video is called April Overview now, because that's clearly not a favourite. So yes, that was my April overview. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like this sort of little slightly different to the favourites video, where I can just talk about an amalgamation of different things. Tell me down below what you did in April, what you watched, what you read, what you saw, what you heard, smelt, tasted. Also, as I've been saying through this video, there's quite a lot of bits in the down bar below, so if you want to check any of that out, any of my other videos or the songs or trailers from things. Oh, I didn't mention it, but I will also leave a trailer for the Nowhere Boys down below as well. So yeah, check them out if they sound like things that you would enjoy. And yeah, I will see you in a few days with another video. Bye.